Hi all. I know this was our first week together and I've gotten a few messages. I'm trying to work out all the kinks. There were some issues of clarity and correction I needed to make on the website with assignments and quizzes and things like that. And I think I worked out all the bugs. So I wanted to go over everything with you and just let you know in a little more depth about the assignments and then show you how to access everything. So this should look like the initial screen when you jump onto the Canvas shell that we have. And there's really only a few of these navigation buttons that you're going to be needing to utilize most frequently. One, of course, is announcements. You always want to check and make sure that you are seeing the most recent announcements. And so this is the one that I just put up earlier. The next one will be Confer Zoom, and unfortunately in the student view it doesn't let me see it, but you should be able to click on Confer Zoom to access our weekly meetings and to whether they're recorded in the past or for our live meetings coming up. The assignments is one of the most important ones, and so here you see different sections. And so the first section is weekly to-do lists. So every week for the next, I believe it's 5 weeks, 6 if you count the last one, which is only 2 days, but these will pop up every week. We'll get a new one, so you'll be getting a new one for the coming week. But each week it's just a to-do list. There's no submissions in this area. It's just a note for you so you know what all you have to complete. Some of these will be graded, some of them will not be, like the SMART goal is not graded, and the grid assessment was not graded, the discovery wheel skills snapshot was not graded, but the rest were. The time management activity, Shakib, thank you for bringing this to my attention. I did put 2 different due dates on for that. And the official due date is November 22nd. You can turn this time management activity in today, in the next couple days, whenever, if you want, as an option, and I can review that and give you some feedback. Okay, so let's go back to the assignments. So every week, again, that's just notes, a to-do list for you. The next section is survey, and I'm going to make a little note here that just says don't use this one, initial survey. I can't figure out how to delete it. It's from when the class first started. This one here, survey, is the one that I set up, and you should have access. Many of you, majority of you, have already completed it. So you just click on the one that just says survey, and when you get here, it's worth 25 points. There's 10 questions. You click on resume survey. There's no right or wrong answer. Well, there kind of is, but you don't get graded on it. And don't mind the points over here in the corner. As long as you complete it and write down your answers, what you believe best to be true, and then at the bottom you will hit submit quiz. I will grade that. I've already graded them up to at this moment, which is 8 p.m. on Sunday night, and I'll be grading once a week every week, okay? Hopefully sooner, but I will grade everything by Sunday evenings. That is my goal. Okay, so let's go back. Don't actually need to submit this. Let's go back to, I guess, quizzes. No, let's go back to assignments because that's where we were. We're going through the assignments. We went through there. That's all that's going to be here is just the survey, under survey. At the end of the class, there'll be one that will say final survey. And so again, disregard the initial survey, take the survey if you haven't already, and then the final survey, which will be at the end of the class. All right, next section is discussion posts. You guys have done really well with discussion post 1, and I believe I didn't put it on here, but you'll see under discussion post 2, which is coming this week, there's a bunch of information on how to respond via all the details of it, as well as if you want to do a video response. So I gave you a lot more information on how to do that under the discussion posts. Okay, and let's see, going back to assignments. the next section is actually assignments, and these will be all assignments, whether they're graded or not. You can see RCC email is graded at 50 points. Who Am I is 100 points. Time management, 100 points. Student Ed Plan, 100 points. Discovery Wheel Snapshot, no points. And SMART Goal, no points. So all of our assignments will be posted here. The ones that I'm adding on as weekly activities, I'll put those up as they come, but all of the graded assignments are up, I do believe. Yeah, except for the final. But the final will show up eventually, I believe, down here. So quizzes and exams, right now you can see Chapter 1 and Chapter 2. Chapter 2, I do believe I have fixed for you all. You should be able to access it. When it pops up, it should look like this. And I've actually already tested this, so it says Resume Quiz. Questions pop up for me nice, and you'll answer. Each question is worth 2 points, 10 questions. So that's a total of 20 points per quiz. And once you're done answering the questions, you'll just go down here to Submit Quiz. And that should be that. So hopefully that is showing the same for you. Doesn't matter about the time elapsed. I did change the due date to November 10th, which gives you an extra 2 days. It's only 10 questions, so that shouldn't be too difficult. If you do need additional time after that, come see me on a case-by-case basis. Again, I am very flexible, but you know, we can talk about any additional things. All right, so let's go back to assignments because that's where we left off on our scroll down here. And so that covers everything. That covers everything under the assignments area. Then you can go down to discussions, and under discussions, you'll see our discussion posts here. There's also the rubric right here for discussion post grading. Pretty simple. I did fix the point system. I took it out as a visual, and I only set it up as a link so that you guys could see it. When you click on it, it should download at the bottom of your computer screen, right there in the bottom left for me. Pops up as a Word document, and it should show as a very nice table for us to read. Total of 20 points for the assignment, 10 of course for your initial response to the question, and 10 points possible for your replies to your classmates. If it's not done to par, it'll be worth 5 points, and if it's not done at all, it'll be worth 0. So here we go, we see it, 10 points. If it's all complete, you've met these requirements. 5 if it's partially done, 0 if you really didn't do anything. And then again, peer reply, once you respond, 10, 5, and 0. Total of possible of 20 points. Okay, so that's where you can find the rubric. Let's see here, going to grades. This is where you can check your grades. I have not, as of this moment, 8 p.m., I have not graded the Who Am I presentations, which were due. And I have not graded the RCC email yet, but I have graded, I believe the quizzes are already graded. Oh, I got some grading to do, so just keep your eyes open for that. But you will see that I did get started with 25 points. It was for the survey. So I had to figure out why that survey wasn't showing, but the survey was done. This is a test student, so you really won't see anything, but you'll see your score right here out of how many points are available. So once I start getting stuff graded this evening, you will be seeing those numbers pop up. Okay? All right, let's see. Again, right here, the Discovery Wheel Snapshot, there's no points awarded, and also this one, the SMART Goal, no points awarded. So no worries about that. Okay? Grade info does not count towards the final grade. Okay? Let's see, where did we leave off? We went through assignments, discussions, grades, modules. This is really important. This is where you are going to go to find all of your information that you need to get your learning on. So, for example, let's look at chapter 2. This one just got posted just a couple days ago. And so again, if you need extra time on any of this, please just let me know. I've already extended. I think I'm extending everything until the 10th. And if I haven't, just let me know. But your weekly activities are going to be like this. So you're going to get in Monday morning and you're going to look at the current chapter, which tomorrow will be chapter 3. But you're going to get in Monday morning. You're going to read your book. You always want to read your whole chapter. I will give you tips and tricks about which pages to actually read. But you want to read your whole book. You really do. It's a good book and it's an easy read. So becoming a master student, here's the PowerPoint. You're going to want to access it. You're going to want to open it up and go through the PowerPoint. Get those key concepts. That's what a PowerPoint is. It's really summarizing pretty much the whole chapter, very much in a summary. So if you want the short and skinny on everything, definitely go to the PowerPoint. If that's all you can do for the week, review the PowerPoint and think on it. But again, reading the book, there's nothing like reading the book, okay? All right, going back to modules. Chapter 2. Each chapter will have a PowerPoint and a resources section. The resources section is where all the good stuff is. This is where you're going to find reading of the chapter, the specific pages I want you to pay attention to make sure that you read. So definitely read these pages. You're going to see videos on how to set SMART goals. One of the questions was how to set SMART goals. So you're going to read about it in the textbook. You're going to watch the video on what a SMART goal is. And then here's the document on SMART goals. So this SMART goals doc. And where's my video? Is this my video here? Hold on, let's see. SMART goals video. I think this is the one that I recorded. Maybe not. Nope. Okay. I thought I recorded one for you. Anyways, the directions are pretty simple. For the SMART goals, what you're going to want to do is open up the document and wait for it. Hopefully your computer's much faster than mine. And so after you've learned what a SMART goal is, and after you've watched the video, you're going to choose a goal. A short, mid, or long-term goal. So let's say, for example, your goal is you want to get a car. So specific, what exactly in detail do you want to achieve? You want to buy a car. You want to own a car. So M, the next one is going to be measurable. How are you going to know when you've reached your goal? Well, there's going to be a car sitting in your driveway, right? That has your name, is on the title to the pink slip. You are going to have your insurance on it. You will be able to know that you have a car by having those documents and that car in your driveway, right? Is it achievable? Do you have what you need to buy the car? If you don't have a job and you don't have an income, how are you going to purchase this car? So you really have to consider, can you achieve that? If you're working and you're setting aside $500 a month, then yeah, you can. That is achievable. You have the resources because you have the income coming in and you are saving it. Is it realistic and relevant? Yes, it's realistic. You can definitely, it's not like you're wanting to buy a jet plane, right? It's realistic. You can buy a car after maybe 6 months of savings, $500 a month. Is it relevant? Is this going to have the outcome that you want? Yeah, you're going to have wheels so you can get around to wherever you want to go, right? And then one of the most important things when you're setting goals is to time it. It's nice to say I want a car and I got the money and I'm going to save money to buy a car, but you really need to put a time frame on it. So the example that I used a second ago was $500 a month for 6 months, which gets you $3,000. So 6 months, I will have saved $3,000 to purchase the car.